everyone and welcome. My name is Brandon and I am with Mother Earth Products, the place for all your dried and freeze-dried food needs. We often get questions about our products like how do freeze-dried products taste compared to dehydrated, or which products have the longest shelf life. That's why today we thought it would be a good idea to talk about 10 differences between freeze-dried and dehydrated foods. So let's get started. Number 1. The processes. Freeze drying is also called lyophilization or cryodesiccation. In this process, a frozen product, say these peas here, are placed in a special chamber in a cold vacuum. The temperature in the chamber is slowly raised, and because it's under pressure, the water content in the product undergoes a process called sublimation, where a solid substance, ice, goes directly into the gas phase, water vapor. The vacuum then sucks the water vapor out of the chamber, and we're left with the crispy, tasty end product. Dehydration, however, removes water from the food products, usually with the presence of heat. That heat forces moisture out, but doesn't actually cook the food. Dehydration can be done at home under the right conditions without special equipment, but is made even easier with a dedicated dehydrator. Number 2. Finished product. Freeze drying preserves the shape and taste of the original food product. The resulting food is very lightweight and sometimes very fragile, crunchy, and can be eaten without rehydrating. Dehydration causes the product to shrink as the moisture is removed. This results in a more leathery and tough product. In general, dehydrated products need to be rehydrated before consuming. Number 3. Taste. Freeze-dried foods have a tendency to be crunchy and flavorful right out of the packaging. Dehydrated foods are usually chewy or leathery, cannot be eaten without constituting the product itself or using it in a recipe. There is an exception with fruits, which can be eaten right out of the packaging, like raisins. Number 4. Moisture content. The freeze-drying process is more efficient at removing the moisture within a food product, removing between 98 and 99% of the moisture. Dehydration removes 90 to 95% of the moisture within a food product. Number 5. Weight. You don't have to wait, just wait. Mass. Because freeze-dried products remove more moisture than dehydrating, freeze-dried products weigh much less than dehydrated products. However, their lightweight nature comes at a cost: fragility. As stated before, freeze-dried products need to be stored carefully, or they can be crushed easily and become powder. That's not necessarily a bad thing, as powders can be used in any recipe that you like. Number 6. Cost. Because freeze-drying is such an involved, labor-intensive, and expensive equipment-heavy process, freeze-dried products are more expensive than dehydrated products. Number 7. Cooking. Freeze-dried products do not require cooking and can be eaten straight out of the package. If you want to reconstitute freeze-dried products, all you need is water and a bit of time. Dehydrated products, however, need to be cooked, with the exception of fruits. Depending on the product, cooking time could take minutes to hours. Though here at Mother Earth Products, we like our food quick. Number 8. Children and eating. Freeze-dried foods are extremely kid-friendly since they can be eaten right out of the packaging. Children who may have texture issues love freeze-dried foods because of their flavorful and crunchy nature. Dehydrated food products are typically harder for children to eat out of the packaging. Children will generally enjoy these products in a family-friendly meal, casserole, or soup. Number 9. Storage space. As we learned in number 2, freeze-dried food products retain the look and size of their fresh counterparts. Because of that, they take up more space than dehydrated foods. In addition, they tend to be fragile, so they need to be stored carefully. Dehydrated foods, on the other hand, shrink and become tough after they've been processed. Because of this, they can be stored in bulk, even vacuum sealed without damaging the product. Number 10. Shelf life. How long a product lasts on the shelf depends on a variety of factors, such as light, temperature, and the quality of the seal of the package, what we call the big 3. In the case of freeze-dried products, since there's so much moisture removed during the freeze-drying process, under ideal conditions they are supposed to last longer on the shelf than dehydrated. The additional moisture in dehydrated products makes them more susceptible to spoilage. Regardless of whether you're storing freeze-dried or dehydrated products, your food will be sure to have a long shelf life, as long as you keep the big three in mind. Those three once again are light, temperature, and seal quality. Well, that about wraps it up for our 10 key differences between freeze-dried and dehydrated foods. Come visit us at MotherEarthProducts.com for a great selection of freeze-dried and dehydrated foods and more. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.